Greetings and welcome back to Pony Panels. And it's time for the Legends of Magic to return. And it's time for the Legends of Magic final arc. That's right, it's an arc, folks. The final 3 comics in the Legends of Magic series will foretell to the legend of Star Swirl the Bearded. You know, that pony, the one that's been constantly around throughout the history of the series, alluded to, the great creator of dozens of magical books. You know, that guy, and how that guy ended up where he ended up at the finale of the season this season. But we'll get to that appropriately in the new 26 when we get to that. I'm not one for watching episodes ahead. Sorry, we don't do that here. But on to Legends of Magic number 7. That begins this arc with what it looks like, at least from my analytical eye, to be one Clover the Clever, talking to 3 very familiar creatures. That's right, it's the return of the Dazzlings from Rainbow Rocks. Sonata Dust, Aria Blaze, and Adagio. But this time we get to see how their near takeover of Equestria began. And it was all her fault, seeing that she was lured in by the Sirens' song. But as the Sirens begin to take over, it looks like Clover the Clever is headed to gather up our respective Legends of Magic with little to no luck. But luckily, by the end of this part 1, the gatherment begins when she, by a luck of circumstance, runs into Rockhoof, the first Legend of Magic that we were introduced back in episode 1 of this comic series. Now, normally here on Pony Panels, we do arcs in the full set in all variety. But seeing that these are the final 3 books, and we've done reviews individually for each, that's why this one actually exists individually. The comic is, of course, done expertly well, especially with the Dazzlings and their almost larger than life oddly presence, let alone the sharp splash page of them taking over a town. Their use of their siren powers is not only creepy to look at visually, but awe-inspiring because of the art. Of course, like all Legends of Magic comics, this starts out with a Sunburst segment, in which, much like Twilight getting the mysterious book at the beginning of Magical Mystery Cure, Star Swirl, at least to my knowledge, drops off this one. Now, of course, this is analytical rumor, but at this point, that's almost a certainty. If not the pony that we met back a few arcs ago in the mainline comics. Now, this entire comic is done not only with text bubbles, but it's mostly narrated. The name of the pony in question isn't really brought up. That's why I up the name Clover the Clever because she seems the closest to fit this bill. Although the comic individually doesn't do a lot with its pages, the tension and importance it sets is totally noted here. No moral to exposit, but the Dazzling's performance as well as the tension and story setup for the final arc of these books and ultimately the end of season 7. That's right, all these things linked to the end of our current New 26 run is done brilliantly. That's why I give Legends of Magic number 7 an important rating of a 4 out of 6. Although it's not that important as an individual comic, the tension it sets up plus the return of the Dazzlings and the stunning artwork make this comic a read and a view. So, tell me your analytical theories going into the final 3 issues of the Legends of Magic series. And is it nice to see the Dazzlings again? Tell me down in the comments section below how you feel, and make sure to hit the subscribe button that you'll have around now to continue to watch Code Equestria videos as we continue our trip down the comics and the main show. And as well, if you missed my spoiler-free review of the MLP movie, I will have it on the box, hopefully to the left or to the right, and the review for the last Legends of Magic in the opposite box, just in case you missed it. I'm Nirvana Sparkle, and until next time, find peace in your own Nirvana. Thanks for watching.